Yo, welcome to the My Eyes Are Opposite podcast.
No, it's the VTuber podcast.
The VTuber podcast.
Welcome to the VTuber podcast.
Welcome. So we're both VTubers.
About fucking being a VTuber. Ignore the fact that I haven't streamed in fucking 3 months.
Yeah. Also, my eyes are my eyes are gonna be opposite on this podcast because it's just the way OBS works. It flips my camera around when I'm the one
Yeah.
recording. You're gonna have to put up with it. I hate it personally. I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's
We're
awful.
also give some appreciation to the little guy in the bottom left. That was a voluntary choice.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Now that we actually are doing a VTuber podcast, I don't know how much I've actually talked about this, like, on camera before, but this is a good excuse of, like, because, just behind the scenes, I've had plans to get my model updated for a while now. I just don't really have money, which
Mhm.
makes it hard, and I've been torn on if I actually want to go with 2D or 3D, because both have, both have their uses, and I'm just not
Poll.
sure which would match my style better.
Poll.
I could do a poll. My community isn't that big, though.
That means the people who vote in the poll are all people who are epic because they're
Well,
sticking
'cause my thought
around.
process is also, like, I don't know how much my community actually knows about VTubing. Because I am
Oh.
a very small VTuber.
You're
I
like,
actually do... That did make me realize I do have someone I could talk to about this that I think would actually kind of know the nuance there, so I'll probably work through that with them.
you're like, see, the thing is my audience is fucking a bunch of stupid idiots.
No, like,
And
my current model was made by a fan.
Yeah,
Like, they gave this to me as a gift.
yeah. I moneyed.
Like, I'm genuinely kind of impressed at how, like, my audience is small, but fucking they're smart as shit. I love my audience. They're so cool.
My audience is. I also love my audience, but not because they're smart.
Like, a lot of the people in my audience are like, I don't know, I feel like it's because I'm a furry. Because I attract other furries, which are, like, always the most talented fucking people. And then there's me, where I'm not talented. People just like me.
I'm fixing my shit mid-stream.
Hell
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck. There we go. This is better. This is way better. I think my thing is just like, I have a mixed bag of an audience. They're all goobers.
Mhm.
I can't, they're all smarter than me because they usually make fun of me for being dumb. So.
I mean, there's a dynamic there, though. Like, that's fun.
Me. Grr.
Grr, meanie, don't be mean to my girlfriend in her
Don't be
chat.
mean to me, grr.
You shouldn't call her a stupid mutt in her chat. You should absolutely not do that.
Yeah, grr. Mm.
Like, that, or like, calling her, like, a naughty girl whenever she does things. Wrong.
Yeah, grr.
Yeah, never
Don't
do that.
No. Yeah. Grr.
Don't call her a little brain dead pet or anything.
Okay, you know what? This is all stupid. I'm quit.
What?
I quit.
What's stupid?
I quit.
What?
I quit.
Actually, what?
Chat, it's Jover.
Is it Jover?
It actually is Jover. That's news we could talk about. It's actually
Jover.
Jover. Yeah.
There's literally a website for Is It Jover that's at 100% Jover.
That's
It's like a little
awesome.
dial. No, after podcast, remind me. I will send you Is It Jover.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't even care. I'm on my phone.
Like, I
Is
forget
it
what the actual...
Jover? Yeah, I think it's a different the website.
Yeah, I found it on fucking Lemmy because it's Lemmy.
Do you know Mr. Beat, the history guy on YouTube?
I do not.
I learned a lot of my history from him. I love his stuff. He just does history videos like on all the presidents. I think my favorite videos by him is every president's greatest mistake, and then a separate video every president's greatest accomplishment. It's just good to learn up on. Very good. He's not Mr.
Hmm.
Beast. He's Mr. Beat. It gets confused a lot.
I love Mr. Beast.
And he made a video 6 hours ago just called "It's Jover, Now What."
That's awesome.
I
To be
accidentally clicked
honest,
on
like
Cars 4 SNL sketch.
I was talking with like my dad this morning about it because he's a very political type person about like the implication of Kamala Harris being like our current option.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually interesting because it's went from like, oh, well, there hasn't been that much time to, but they don't have propaganda against her, really.
It's
They
so
don't really.
funny because they try so hard. What's funny is they're trying to do the same shit that they did against Biden, but it just doesn't work. They're just like, look at this crazy shit Kamala said. She's out of her mind. It's she's like, she's not old. Like, what do you mean? No, it doesn't work. It's so funny.
Hmm. She is substantially younger than Trump, I think,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I mean, Trump is like what 78. Let me look up how old Kamala is.
Oh, yeah, no, she's like 20 years younger.
Yeah. Yeah, if she's 59, how old is Trump? And Trump is 78.
Yeah, no, like, the senile argument doesn't work there because, like, she's still in her mind.
I do genuinely think this is better. Like, you could make the argument that her approval rating is lower than Biden's, which is a very scary prospect. But I mean, think about it. Like, do you seriously think anybody is going, well, I was going to vote for Biden, but now that he's dropping out, I'm not going to vote for... No, everyone who's voting for Biden going to Kamala. The people who only weren't
Mhm.
voting because Biden's too old are going to go to Kamala. And the people who only weren't voting because of his conduct on Israel might be going for Kamala if she actually grows some balls and... Because when there was protests for Palestine, Kamala
Mhm.
actually went against the grain for once and said, you know, I understand your pain and shit. So if she just stops, if she just doesn't
Mhm.
suck off Israel like Biden did, I think she has a pretty good shot. I'm not saying
Another
she has
thing.
it, but you know.
Mhm. Well, another thing is also like I feel like because in the conversation I was just having earlier this morning, like there was a slight gravitation. Like there was a point made about how with some of Biden's actions, he was kind of losing like people of color, and
Yeah.
like it's hot. Like any of the people that were like people of color or women that were going over to like the right wing or not voting is like this is a black woman. She kind of knows struggles there because
Mm.
she's one of us.
I think I think the funniest thing is that Trump was like trying to get the black vote. I don't know how he actually even managed to get even some of it cuz the shit he said was insane. He said I can relate to them now because I've been to prison.
That's a great way to
how do
get
you, how does it
people on
work
your
though?
side.
And another thing he's saying is like, I know what it's like to be, when they were like going after him because he, committed crimes. He's like, I know what it's like to be discriminated against now, like the African Americans have been for years. It's like, wait, so are you admitting then that African Americans are discriminated against by the government? I thought you were saying that it's not. What the fuck? He
It's
was
almost like he's just saying we'll get people to vote for
That's
him.
I know and that's why the funniest argument to me is like Trump just says what he wants. It's like no, he fucking doesn't. I mean, yeah, he says what he wants, but that doesn't mean he believes it. He just says
Hmm.
what he thinks will get people emotional and go for him.
I think one thing that's been like funny to just kind of notice, right? And this isn't something of like, I'm not a political person. I don't pay attention to politics. However, I know a lot of political people that do talk about politics and pay attention to stuff. And it's interesting kind of realizing that it's not even really Trump's call to be transphobic. It just so happens that the people that are like his keys, the people that are keeping him in power,
Yeah,
are transphobic. But like that's not really something he cares about.
yeah. Something I think is really funny, and Republicans get mad when you point this out because they're like, he's not being literal. He's not, but it's just so funny because he's clearly losing his mind. Have you heard of the like Hannibal Lecter shit?
I have not.
Do you
Please
you
do
do,
explain.
do you know who Hannibal? The fictional character who was a cannibal and went to prison and shit.
I'm not fully familiar,
Okay.
but carry on.
Okay, well that's all you need to know. And Trump's
Hmm.
just out there talking as if Hannibal Lecter's a real guy and how he's like Hannibal Lecter. Even though Hannibal Lecter, remember, again, is a bad character. But he's just like, Hannibal Lecter was a great man. Just don't invite him over for dinner. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just don't invite him over for dinner. That was
Thanks,
actually a
Obama.
bar. Thanks, Obama. Don't invite him over for dinner is actually a bar.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
That's a bar. I'll give him that. That's a bar. Like that's actually kind of clever and
What if
funny.
I want to invite him over for dinner though?
True. He also, okay, the word I'm gonna use here, I must remind people the context it's being used in is, it's just the name of the operation. Okay? It's a slur, but that's what it's called. Most people haven't even heard of this slur, but that's it's okay. He praised Operation Wetback is another thing that he did, which is the largest deportation we've ever done. We even deported some of our natural-born citizens. Like, it was awful and inhumane. And he's like,
Ew.
we're gonna do the biggest one that ever happened. Eisenhower, he was even a fan of it. He was a Democrat, but he did the huge. It was a great deportation. It was amazing. It's like, what the fuck? That's not okay. How can you just say that? I mean, it's because people don't know their history. Like, people in the audience are just like, oh, Operation, okay. He didn't even say he used that word, because obviously that sounds horrifying. He just said President Eisenhower, did a giant mass deportation, and the audience was just like, oh, damn, really? Okay, cool. That's crazy. But it's like, yeah, he did do a mass deportation. The worst one ever. That literally has a slur in the name of it. That's not good.
Yeah.
He's a nut job. He's a little bit of a goober.
Goober is too endearing of a word to use for a bastard like him.
But Trump is such a goober. He's like, yeah.
No, because goober is a positive connotation word, and he does not deserve that.
He's just such a silly goober. He walks around, he's like, you give me the egg. You give me. They took the election from me.
Is that so?
Everything right and they indicted me.
Uh-huh.
Trump when someone catches him pooping his diaper.
So true. Hot.
Would you masturbate to Trump using to Trump messing his diaper?
That is a crazy ass.
It's just a question.
Camera.
It's just a question.
Yes, but that's a crazy ass
Yes!
thing to ask.
He's like 78.
Hot.
Me sneaking into the nursing home and masturbating to all the old people messing their diapers.
I hope you know that people are going to clip that and use it out of context.
I don't know what's wrong with me. When I bring out the VTuber model, I'm just so much more unhinged. I don't know what it is.
No good.
Something about
No, I understand completely though, because like
not having a face to it.
I already have a low filter. My filter's lower. With the
Yeah.
fella.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
It's funny. Don't apologize. You don't owe them that.
I wanna do a funny. Hold on. This is
What's
gonna.
funny.
This is. Shit.
What's your funny?
Hold on, I'm getting it set up.
Okay.
Come on, just work. This is gonna be so stupid. What Trump actually sounds like. Yeah, when they hate Mexicans, they hate immigrants. What Trump thinks he sounds like.
And we cherish our freedom here at home. But are we to say to the world, and much more importantly, to each other, that this is a land of the free, except for the Negroes?
Oh! I forgot they used that word pretty back then. Chat,
That's
look,
crazy.
chat, back then it wasn't, I didn't expect that. Chat, back then, that's just the word they used. JFK was still poggers.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear?
That's crazy.
Chat, it's okay. It's history, so it'll be allowed. Just same with
Yeah.
operation I was talking about. It's history, so it's okay. You're allowed
You've
to talk.
said 2 slurs now.
The other one, okay, the other one wasn't history, but it was really funny.
All I'm saying is you said way more slurs on podcast than I have so far.
You haven't said a slur on podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't say slurs.
I don't say okay, look, the second one I still stand by. The first one, it was
I don't
funny.
say slurs.
The second one I stand by. I mean, that's just history. I feel like I had to say it just to emphasize how fucked up it is, you know?
Actually, I have one that I only say because it's reclaimed and I've earned it.
See, you say slurs.
Yeah.
Cat says slurs
'cause-
podcast.
Yeah, I don't.
Cat says slurs podcast.
I'm allowed to because I only do it around like one person who also says it.
We had
and we're
entire
both gay.
podcasts where y'all were like calling me a fucking pedophile. I can say you say slurs. Okay, Chad?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm also 12, so.
Okay, Chad. You only know one person who says slurs, me, right here. I mean, it's not me. I know who it is, but I'm saying I'm
Yeah,
right here.
it's you.
It's not
It's
Chad.
you.
I don't.
You say slurs all the time.
No, I only.
You go in my DMs and tell me how much you hate this slur and that slur, and it's a lot. And I've been trying to get you out of the habit, but like you still
Chad.
say it.
I don't.
No, you do.
I only use even the
it's
slurs
like every
that
week.
I only use slurs when I'm quoting someone else, or if it's really, really funny, like the one time I said it, which was just the R word, and it was really funny, and I was pretending to be Donald Trump, I think.
You send me so many slurs in DMs.
And also I say slurs when they're hot, but, you know, it's a different story.
I'm gonna fucking, yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about degrading slurs?
Hot.
Noted, I will use that.
I'm mostly kidding.
Mostly?
I thought of like one of like, no, none of them really sound fun. Like thinking
They
about
just
it.
sound. Why would you say this to me?
Yeah, I just kind of. There are other more fun words to use, you know.
Meanwhile, me and Crow's DMs.
It looks at you.
Did I ever tell you about that? You know about that, right?
Did you guys try the fucking thing you guys are talking about?
Race play?
Yeah.
Chat, look,
Did you guys do
I'll
race
try
play?
anything once, okay? We've actually done it
Did you-
several times, but I will try anything. I'll
Do
try.
you guys like doing race play?
That was a nod.
I'm glad you enjoy calling your dark skinned girlfriend slurs, babe.
We're not together anymore, so it's okay.
Uh-huh.
That makes
That's
it
a
okay.
justification.
Yeah.
That's a justification.
No, we did it back before then too.
So this girl,
Look,
this girl that you were into, you called her slurs.
she's okay with it.
This is really funny.
She's okay with it, and we both enjoy it, so why not?
That's awesome,
We've-
actually.
Thank you.
That's fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
That's the funniest shit.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. I need to get Subway after this. I'm fucking hungry.
I got some fucking vegan chicken recently that's actually like pretty fucking heat. I like it.
Vegan foods are actually... I remember Filthy Frank is like one of those old, like, people that everyone's like, was this guy conservative? But it's like, I think he just didn't give a fuck about politics and didn't do research. Because he was like, because he's like, vegan shit, it's awful. Why would they do this? And at the end of it, like, someone forced him to eat it. He's like, no, no, and then he ate it, and then he broke character, and he's like, wait, why the fuck is this kind of good? Wait a minute. And he ate it. He's like, I mean, the regular Whopper is better, but, like, if I didn't just have a regular Whopper, I probably wouldn't be able to tell. Which was very silly.
That's awesome.
What I think is really silly is when you talk to people who are racist, but they're not politically racist. Because they're oddly open to not being racist. I'm not gonna call him out because it's a family member, but someone I was talking to a couple days ago, he's like, I mean, black people are just kind of lazier, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, they are. I mean, I like at my job, for instance, like none of them work. They're just all I'm like, I mean, at my job, that's kind of anecdotal. It's just like I feel like it's coincidence because at my job, that's not true. At my job, I'd say they on average work just as much as everybody else. And he was just like, damn, that's crazy. Maybe that's just a thing around here then.
I mean, to be fair, I think it's just kind of bad conclusions. Just like, if you're just like, I mean, no. Because here's another anecdote that is different from your anecdote. Oh, shit, maybe this is just a me thing then, huh?
I think it's just so fucking funny, because it's like, most, like, people who are into politics would be like, no, you're just lying. But, like, because he wasn't, like, politically racist, he just lives in a small-ass fucking town, hears people be racist and considers it. He was just open to, like, damn, maybe that's just, like, a thing. Maybe that's just a thing here, then. That's crazy. Maybe not all black people are lazy. I'll have to take that into consideration, Jay.
Funny.
God damn it. Don't worry, Chad. Don't worry. I'm fixing him.
You're...
Oh, another big
You're-
thing. I don't even think I've told you this yet, Kat.
Oh? What is it?
I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and come out to my family soon, like, after my uncle
Oh,
leaves.
fuck yeah.
Because I know a lot of my family won't be accepting, but it's a thing of, like...
Doesn't matter.
I think they're less accepting now. Like, because right now they're thinking, oh, it's not that big of a thing. You still walk around, wear guy clothes, talk like a guy, blah, 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 blah. If I just come out and start doing more girl shit, then they'll actually think, oh, shit, maybe she's serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
I know it doesn't matter, but it's always a thing of, like, they're my family. When they judge me, I'm always going to take it seriously, because it's like, that's my family.
That's fair. I mean, I get it. Like, for me, coming out was kind of hard. It's just my family is very much the accepting type, even if at first they weren't sure if I actually meant it. It's like, oh, okay, then just give me girl stuff. And it's like, okay, I mean, sure, if it's what you want. And then I just started being happier, and they picked up on that.
Yeah, I think if I just do it, like, that's kind of how it was with me being bi. They're like, it's just a phase. And then I started dating guys, and they're like, oh, shit. Maybe not. Even there for a while, I was like, I'm very much, like, I say pan, because it's the best way to put it, but really, it's just, depending on who I'm dating is what I'm going to prefer. Like, right now, I'm only dating women. I prefer women. Back when I was dating a guy, I was like, oh, I think I just prefer guys, like, vastly. In fact, I might even just be, I remember this is back when I was male identifying, I might just be full-on gay. And they were like, oh, okay, shit, maybe you're actually serious about this. So, with the trans thing...
Then you got me.
Yeah. Hi. But then, back with the fucking, it'll be the same thing with the trans thing, you know? Right now, they're like, yeah, I don't know about that. Probably not, you know? And then if I actually start, like, committing, they're gonna be like, oh, fuck. Okay.
For me, realizing I was a lesbian was weird, because my first couple of relationships were with guys who just like, oh, I think I like this, but I can't really tell. I do like being validated, though. And it took me a while of like, oh, that's what love feels like. That is a different emotion.
God damn. That's real as fuck, to be honest.
No, it's really hard, just because, like, there's a nuance, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's not something that's articulated, really.
Yeah.
Like, it's really easy to get into relationships that just don't make you feel anything, but, okay, but this physically gives me something, and then you don't realize, well, but this also doesn't make me actually happy.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm gonna make a fucking voice text on here real quick.
Hell yeah.
Schroeder. Yeah, we're still hanging out today, right? When we hang out, can we get Subway or some shit? My stomach is about to eat itself. I'm hungry.
Awesome.
Another friend just told me, what do you know about Project 2025? Holy shit, I'm about to go off.
After recording, babe.
Can I give my opinion on 2025 since it's actually different than most people's opinion on 2025?
You can talk about it on podcasts, yeah?
Yeah, not respond to the West. That's not what I meant. Different West, by the way, not the West, you know.
Okay, cool.
So, Project 2025, while it is a scary thing, most people are on like one side, you know, like, this is the worst thing ever. We're gonna become, the world's gonna be Hitlerian. The other side is like, this, what do you mean? It's just, Trump has never even seen it before. Sure, one of the writers of it is his Vice, but he doesn't know anyone who wrote it. Anyway, basically, this has been happening for a fucking while now. I'm glad people are finally realizing how horrifying it is when a Republican takes office. But this is what it's like every fucking time. Before Project 2025, it was Project 2021, Project 2017, Project 2013. That is how it fucking is. Can you believe if they get in there, they're gonna try and end the rights to gay marriage? That's what they've fucking been saying they were gonna do.
They've never been able to actually do it.
They're gonna,
because they're incompetent.
yeah, they're gonna take away our abortion rights. They've been fucking. That's what they have been doing. They've literally already made steps to doing that. Roe v. Wade has been overturned. That is literally.
They've tried hard to take that away for a while now.
My thing.
To be honest, the fact that they even overturned Roe v. Wade is kind of like counterintuitive, because that was like one of their major blocks they were campaigning on, and like they had to not have that overturned for it to work.
Yeah,
like, that
I mean, well, to be fair,
campaign point.
to be fair, honestly, the only reason I think it could work is because that is a major losing point. Most of America likes abortion. If you run on, hey, we're getting rid of abortion, they're not gonna fucking like you. That's why Trump is a populist. Like, Trump says whatever he wants. No, he fucking doesn't. The reason he says he wants abortion to be up to states is because he's trying to please moderates and Republicans at the same time. So people can be like, oh, well, in my state, it might be what I want. That's why he's hammering the immigrants thing. And Biden was fucking stupid enough to be like, oh yeah, he's right, there is an immigrant problem. So obviously, if people think there's an immigrant problem, if people actually believe Mexicans are coming in here and murdering and raping people, they're not gonna go for Biden, they're gonna go for Trump, because Trump's the one who's like, yeah, we're gonna actually kill them all. He didn't actually say that, but he wants to deport them. So
Genocidal maniac.
what?
Genocide.
Yeah, I mean, Biden likes genocide, too.
Genocide's cringe.
Genocide's
Hot
cringe.
take, genocidede's kinda cringe.
Remember when we just fucking human trafficked a bunch of immigrants?
Ew.
Abbott, I think it was 2021. Basically, someone in New York was like, Abbott in Texas is a piece of shite. Look at him. Fucking, treating these immigrants like garbage. And I guess Abbott, in an attempt to make a point, gathered up all of the immigrants, put them on buses, and shipped them to New York. It's like, haha, you take care of them now. What the fuck? Those are people. War?
That's gross.
Yeah, those are humans, and he just fucking human trafficked them, put them all on goddamn buses and shit, and shipped them. I was like, yeah, this is okay. This is fine.
Chat, I'm gonna let you in on something. I'm EB Skeeby right now.
Are you wanting to EB Skeeby already?
I don't know why, I'm tired as shit.
Are you already ready?
I want to keep going, it's just my everything is bleh.
Alright, we've been going for like 28 minutes, I think it said. Let me check. Again, I already forgot. 29 minutes.
Oh damn.
So, just keep
No,
that
I
in
want to
mind.
keep going.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Excuse me, I burped it.
you burped it.
I burped it. Let me see if Schroeder
Whoa.
responded chat live. Oh, my friend from work. I actually had an argument with my friend from work on a Facebook post, and
Yeah.
I schooled him. Like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Yeah, he actually didn't respond to my last message.
Oh my god.
When you get the last word in and it's not like a... Like, it's not even like... When I say he didn't respond to my last message, it wasn't even like a... It's not because I was being childish. Like, I actually just laid out a shitton of points that he could not get back. Basically,
Let's go, W.
I said on Facebook, trying to reunite people because everybody on Facebook's fucking angry right now. I'm like, hey guys, the election actually doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it matters for sure, but like, your life isn't gonna change too much, especially like the people reading it. Like, how the fuck is life gonna change for like suburban white cis straight people? Like, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so I'm like,
This really only is, like, I feel like this is more of a thing of minorities.
yeah, and not
Because
even
that's,
too much for minorities, because people have to remember it's a culture war. When presidents go in there and say, I hate trans people, I love trans people, they don't really give a shit on either side. They just want,
yeah. I
like,
mean, it's more so when it starts becoming actionable, that's
mm,
scary.
like,
I don't think they will yet, but what if they did?
it's
And
more,
that's the scary part.
yeah, it's more statewide. I think Ron DeSantis would have actually done some shit against trans people had he be the main guy. But like Trump, when he says there are trans people, men playing women's sports, like he's just trying to appease the party. Is he gonna do
Hmm.
anything relating to trans people when he gets in there? If he gets in there, when? Jesus Christ, I'm what a pessimist over here.
Yeah, let's not
Hopefully
doomer
no.
over here.
Yeah, hopefully no. But you know, we'll see. Anyway, basically, I said nothing's gonna change if I'll just read it. On Facebook with my family and everything, I try to be as bipartisan as possible on Facebook since my conservative family's on there. I said, I'm on a different side this cycle, but I'm still going to say the same thing I did in 2020, which I did make this post back in like 2020 when I was like 13. You know what I'm going to do if my candidate loses? Go to sleep, get up, go to work, and repeat. Know what I'm going to do if he wins? The same thing. And I guess it's a she now, because Biden dropped. And my coworker from work said, yes, but life will be different. And I said,
How?
not by much. Most of the political changes in our lives has to do with the government in our state, not federal powers. And he says, and prices. And I said, that's mostly
No.
controlled by corpse. And he said, I don't think everyone decided to jack up prices randomly when our president took office. And here's where I went banana.
Banana.
I love saying banana. It's such a funny word.
Banana.
I said, I don't think our president decided to do that either. We went through a pandemic, which doesn't take all the blame, of course, but that's absolutely important to it. There's also the pipeline, which was a carbon bomb, but it's a fair thing to blame some inflation on. However, saying it takes more blame than the coronavirus is silly. The immigrant population doesn't make sense to me, either, as when immigrants come in, it's only boosted the economy, historically speaking, not to mention he's strict on immigration, and the bill he tried to pass, which would restrict mass immigration, was turned down by Republicans because Trump had to run on the issue. Those are all the arguments that I've heard for him hurting the economy. I don't know what else he might have done. And there's just nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty, because for the most part, government doesn't control prices.
Yeah, no.
Like, at the most, they can make things that say you cannot go over this maximum or under this minimum, but, like, they don't directly control what the corps do.
Yeah, which is why capitalism sucks. It's funny because all the issues that they're having is because of
Would be
capitalism.
And all of them would be solved if they were regulated under a single body.
Yeah. And then I love my my progressive step grandmother said, "When did you get so smart?" Because last she remembers I'm a conservative, so I guess she's like, "Holy shit, what happened? Good job." She's like one of the very few progressive family members I have.
That's awesome as shit.
When did you get so smart?
Hearts in chat for her.
Hearts in chat. I actually did react with a heart, and then I had a conversation with her in messages.
Yo, W. Have you mentioned to her that you're trans yet?
I really want to. I've mentioned to all of my progressive family members except her. I was about to, but then she said she had to go, so I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, don't mention next time you're chatting with her. She sounds dope as shit.
she's an awesome older lady. It's funny because my stepdad and my mom are like, we argue with her all the time and absolutely own her. and she just kind of owns them, and then they get salty and try to offend her. Which is usually how it goes between progressives and liberals. It's like, actually, immigration just helps the economy. There's only two genders. Get woke to liberal.
Yeah, woke to liberal. Them fucking liberals.
Get woke to liberal.
Get woke to liberal.
Among Us.
Among Us.
I'm
running out of things to talk about.
Sorry,
actually.
I had to send a message to someone real quick. Phone down.
Okay, cool.
You're already out of things to talk about? What the fuck?
I don't know what to say.
I don't think I gave my opinion on Kamala running. No, I didn't I?
Did you?
Basically that, yeah, it'll give us a better chance. I did. Cause, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said shit.
Yeah, because my take there was, there's no propaganda against her yet, so...
They're trying.
Like,
it's so funny. What I think, an old shatter of mine, but we still talk sometimes, Samantha, something she said was very silly. She's like, honestly, I think Republicans lost this election. I'm like, why do you say that? And she's like, because I don't think Republicans are going to be able to hold back their sexism and racism, so it's just going to become too obvious and all the moderates are going to go to the left. So...
No, because, like, that's kind of one thing I was thinking of, because, like, if they can't bail, like, their blatant sexism and racism, like, people don't like bigotry.
Yeah. I think Kamala's definitely better than Clinton. I don't, like, Clinton was just fucking... That was just a mistake. I don't know how she got up there. Because if you're a part of a minority, like, here's why I say this, because it's going to make me sound like a conservative. In almost every aspect of life, if you're a minority, you are, disadvantaged. In politics, I do think you're advantaged, because if you're in the Democratic Party, because all the people that wouldn't be voting for you anyway, because you're a minority, aren't going to be voting for the fucking Democratic Party anyways. So, and people in the Democratic Party who want a woman in power, who want someone of color in power, you have an advantage there. Well, now, if you're running in the Republican Party, you're fucked. Like, you cannot...
I don't even see how that's really, like, a Republican-esque take. Like, yeah...
No, because Republicans are like, minorities have too much power. It's like,
people want representation. That's just true.
Normal. Yeah, unless you're a Republican. I do not know how Nikki Haley got as far as she fucking did. Honestly, I think Ramaswamy absolutely would have won had he been white and Christian. He's exactly what the Republican Party was looking for. But, brown.
Looks different.
And Hindu, which is so funny because he's Hindu, but he still tries to get all the Christians. He's Hindu, but he's still like, there's the 7 pillars of truth. Number 1, God is real. And everyone's like, woo, yeah! It's like, guys, it's a different one, right? You fucking dumbass. Hinduism isn't a fucking Abrahamic religion. It's a different god.
I hate the fact that fucking Christianity has so much control over people's thoughts in, like, this area.
Yeah, it's because religion will always be used for power, like we talked about in the Satanic podcast. Dude, I feel so fucking professional being like we talked about on that episode.
Yeah.
It feels so cool to say that. But yeah, like we talked about then, it'll always be used for power. Honestly, we cover the news so much, we should just fucking embrace it. This episode is the fucking Kamala podcast.
I mean, I guess that works. I don't know, like, because you're political, I feel I'm not particularly political. I'm just comfortable in my ability to plan what other people are saying.
We talk about... Okay, here's what we do, though. We talk about the news whether it's political or not. I give political news, you give, I don't fucking know, Nintendo news, Splatoon news. Guys, the Splatoon ink is purple today. I know that's not how it works, but...
No, I can absolutely yap my fucking ass off about Splatoon.
Okay, could it be something? I don't care if it's something I don't really care about, but I want it to be something I at least know about. I mean, I have my Switch now. I haven't popped in
Mm-hmm.
Splatoon 3 just yet.
There, there actually is a Splatoon announcement that's interesting, but it's not really worth talking about because A, we don't really have that kind of community, and
Mm-hmm.
B, it's been covered to death by basically everyone in the Splatoon space, so it's basically impossible to miss it if you actually are the type to care.
I'd ask you to sum it up, but I'm asking you to sum up something about Splatoon, so...
The Final Fest was announced, like what they did in 2, but it's 3 this time.
That was surprisingly short. God
Mm-hmm.
damn. The Switch is supposed to... Okay. So, it got leaked. I don't know if everyone else knows this, and this is just me. But
Mm-hmm.
the Switch 2 is supposed to come out around, like, March 2025.
Oh shit, really? That soon?
Yeah.
If that's real, that's kind of
I
crazy,
hope it's
actually.
real. I might be... Which would be fucking insane, since we haven't... The only reason that makes me feel like it's not real is it's like... Shouldn't we have had a fucking announcement? We don't even know the name of the goddamn thing yet, unless it's actually just the Switch 2.
Switch 2 would be such a baller ass fucking name.
Switch 360.
Don't call it the Switch 360. They should call it the Nintendo Shadow.
The Switch Prime.
They should call it the Nintendo
Switch
Shadow.
Prime!
They should call it the Nintendo Shadow.
Nintendo
The
Shadow.
one person I'm specifically making a bit for is gonna be like, oh, holy shit, I don't think she watches these.
Probably not. Who is it?
But it's an in-joke I have with Trixie.
I was gonna say probably Trixie, and I'll answer your question. She does not watch these.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. It's funny that I say like I don't even know a lot about Splatoon, and I like right over here I got 2 Splatoon pictures of the hot fuckers in the news outlet that I would
Pearl and
rail.
Marina off the hook.
Fucking
They came back. If you
slurp
buy
off
the
my
side
hook.
order, if you buy the side order DLC, you can look at them.
How about she
in-game.
slurps off my hook and fucking
Thank
bends
you
me
all for
over on my
watching today's
side
episode.
before ordering McDonald's so we can eat chicken nuggets after.
Thank you guys for watching
Chicken
today's
nugget.
episode.
Chicken nuggets
It
while
was a lot of
sex.
fun. We love politics.
We love politics.
We love politics.
We love chicken nugget while sex.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.
Bye, chat.